Hi everyone, it's me, Miss Crichton. Today we're continuing with day 3 of our new unit on America's origin story. The next 4 lessons will be focused on a really important document in American history called the Declaration of Independence. So let's get some context or background information about this document. On Thursday, we reviewed the concept of colonialism, and we learned that Britain, also known as England, controlled 13 colonies on the east coast of America. England was using a mix of exploitation colonialism and settler colonialism. Exploitation colonialism because England was exporting raw materials from its colonies, and settler colonialism because large numbers of white English people had migrated to the colonies in search of cheap farmland. This meant that American colonists were fighting constant wars because obviously indigenous people weren't going to give up their land without a fight. They resisted. So the Declaration of Independence was signed on the 4th of July, 1776, during this colonial period when the east coast of America was ruled by England. This is the event we're celebrating every 4th of July on Independence Day. It was signed by 56 colonial leaders. You can call them colonists or colonizers, same thing. Of these 56 colonists, all of them were white men. 48 of them were born in America. The rest were born in Europe. And 41 were slave owners. A lot of people think that the Declaration of Independence was addressed to King George III of England, and the Declaration is responding to things he did. But it was actually published in colonial newspapers, not sent as a private letter to King George. So the audience is really the other people in the colonies who would be reading newspapers in English. When the Declaration of Independence was written in 1776, the Revolutionary War had already broken out between England and the colonies, but not everyone in the colonies had chosen a side yet. 6 years later, in 1783, the colonies won and separated from England. This is when the United States was established. Our evolving hypothesis question is, why did the colonists write the Declaration of Independence? Now that you have a little context, you're ready to answer your initial hypothesis and then continue the rest of Lesson 3. Remember that your initial hypothesis is just an educated guess. The only way you can be wrong is to leave it blank or to copy and paste something from Google. I want to know what you think, even though you don't have all the information yet. Click the assignment in Schoology to open up your Google Doc, and if for some reason you can't open your Google Doc, please send a Schoology message to me, Miss Crichton, right away. Okay, that's it for now. Tomorrow we will continue this work and briefly check in about the election, even though I don't think we'll have the results yet tomorrow. I promise we'll talk more about the outcome of the election once we really know who won.